Hey everybody, it's BuddyRoss, and it's been a while, but this time we have another mixed drinks to try, and I'm right here with my friend Brady. And what we got here today, we have some Jameson whiskey. We have a regular Jameson and a cold brew, which is like a coffee texture. And what I got here is a Pepsi Blue, and this Pepsi Kick that I got from Mexico. This is like has more caffeine than the regular Pepsi. You can only get these in Mexico. So when you're in Mexico and at a conventional store, you try one of these. They have more caffeine. It's like a Pepsi energy drink. And I also have a dark berry Dr. Pepper. And what I also got from Mexico is this Coke coffee. And it's a little different than here. This has like an espresso kick to it, but we're about to try that right now. But normally I don't really try the Cokes, but it was in the request, so let's give it a try. So which one do you want to? Oh yeah, and I have some Sam Annuals beer over here.
That's the Christmas themed one.
Yeah, and also it's a Christmas theme right now. So yeah, it's a lot of things going on right now. So which one of these guys do you want to try first?
Let's get the coffee one out of the way. I'm mostly excited for that one.
All right.
I'm not a big coffee drinker, so this will be interesting.
Yeah. You want to with ice or no ice?
Oh, ice.
All right.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like household?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Are you mixing it with anything?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I could try this first.
Yeah, you might want to try that first before we get to mixing that.
Okay, there's like a cocoa kind of.
So.
I don't know what that would be. Caramel? Yeah, it's a strong caramel taste to it.
Yeah, because it's like because first they had them in Mexico, but they have them here too. But the thing is, that one's like more caffeine taste to it.
Yeah, I definitely can taste the caffeine, and it's like one of those what do they call it? Nitro brews.
Yeah, something like that.
Thing. Yeah, that's a good taste to it.
Yep.
I guess if there's not a Starbucks nearby, you can get one of these.
Yeah, if you're in Mexico, yeah, they got Starbucks too, but they're not everywhere like over here. It depends on the corner. Not on every corner. Now this Jameson cold brew is pretty tasty too. It has a caffeine to it. If you want to you could get a different. Oh yeah, you could try with that as well. If you want to try it by itself to see what it tastes like.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
like on the rocks sort of thing. Is that good enough?
Oh yeah. Well, you could try like that as well, because since it's already cold, you could drink it like like that.
First of all, I don't know why I just smelled it. That doesn't help it going down.
Oh really?
But okay, this has a very coffee taste too.
Yep. So here.
You know what? You can just drink it on its own. It's not.
Yeah, but sometimes I like to go. Sometimes it's not bad going a little crazy with adding caffeine, like from caffeine whiskey to extra caffeine Coke coffees, and you can tell this is from Mexico because everything's in Spanish. I don't know, like it just says with cafe.
Oh, okay.
And it says right, even the tag right here. I don't really could see where is it? Oh, right here it says Coca-Cola Mexico.
Oh wow.
Yep.
El Gran.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Saber. De Coca-Cola.
Yep. Because the reason why these things came around in Mexico is because of the truck drivers over there. They would get a Coke and put some coffee mixtures in their Coke and mix it up with in the plastic bottles, and they would have like this combination. So they just So then they decided to release this. So these are in almost every other conventional stores, and when you travel to Mexico.
Really? Is that where you got this?
Oh yeah, my cousin brought it actually because I know where to get them, but because we like it, like all of us, like for those who love coffee, likes drinking that stuff, a cousin of ours goes back and forth like every month or so. We keep telling him to bring some of the stuff over there that they don't have here. Like the same goes for this Pepsi Kick.
Pepsi Kick, okay. I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, neither did I. But when I started traveling there, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I wonder what this is.
Is that caffeine in it too?
More caffeine than the average. Well, in the regular Pepsi.
Wow.
But yeah, let me just finish this.
Yeah, it has a nice smoothness to it though.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a lot of different flavors from Mexico that we don't?
Oh no. Not all of them. As a matter of fact, it's just certain things like real cane sugars and different packages. Like, because here we have 12 packs or 18 packs or even 24 packs of cans of soda.
Mm-hmm.
Over there, that's not the case. It's either packs of 6 or individually or a 3-liter bottle.
A giant one.
Yeah, I actually got one right here because I could show it to you, but yeah, that it's that Coke one right there, just to show them the bottle,
Which one?
the Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola?
In the bottom, on the bottom left, izquierda.
Oh, okay.
Now, well, even I'm a Pepsi guy, but because, like I said before, my brother is the one that likes Coke, so this right here is a 3-liter. Unfortunately, I don't have a Pepsi 3 liters because I just get cans and individual bottles, but if you see here, this is a 3-liter. Oh, and if you turn it around more, it says right there 3 liters.
Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, that's like when you hold an award and it's like solid gold.
Yeah, because the thing is, like I said, like if you go to any grocery store, like regular grocery stores in Mexico or some conventional stores, obviously, this is the biggest amount you can get. They don't have, some stores do have packages of cans, but it's not like here. It's a little different, but it's not common in every store. Just a certain liquor store might have it, but conventionally, you can get yourself about 3 liters of any soda when you're in Mexico, from Coke, Pepsi, 7-Up, Sprite, Fanta, and a few other sodas. Same goes for Squirt.
Because we only have like, what, 2 liters over here?
The biggest we have is 2 liters, but for packages of cans, it's from 12 to 18, then to 24.
Oh.
And I think some stores have 36, but you have to go to those stores that they're like warehouse and stuff. Like, let's just say a Sam's Club or a Costco or also a Smart and Final, because Smart and Final is like some connected style. Like, they have merchandise that they're like commercial packages.
It's like buying in bulk or something.
Yeah.
See, I would get that, but then I would finish that within 2 days.
Well, that's the thing. The whole family, like, because there are big families over there in Mexico, these things they finish, man. Because I've been to a few parties in Mexico, and I'm not talking about tourist spots. I mean like local spots, like a few not clubs, but let's just say like frat parties / it's just a random gatherings, like random gatherings, but it's like a frat party as well, because there are people that live there in the region. So like, I will go to those areas, and I've gone to my uncle's parties a couple times in his house or ranch. These things they finish instantly, like 3 liters. They finish like crazy, and what's even crazier, like those fruit sodas, like the Fanta orange and so. They would mix it with tequilas and so.
Tequila? Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, I've never done that. Fanta orange and tequila.
Well, it's usually the strawberry or the pineapple that they will mix it with tequila with, but this one it's usually with rum or Coke, but and another
I put whiskey in Coke.
Oh, you don't use it with rum?
I'm not a big rum guy. It's a cinnamon thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't even like churros.
That's alright. It's alright.
Everyone's like, how can you not like churros?
I don't know, like, everybody has different taste buds, but yeah. But yeah, we'll just put this back down because it's in the way, but we could try this. We could try the Coke from over there another time, but I need to get individual bottles, because if I open this thing, the gas is not gonna last long. It's gotta like be done quick. That's why I stopped buying big bottles. That's why in the fridge I always get cans all the way.
You don't want it to sit or anything.
Correct.
Get flat.
I know, like, yeah, exactly. Like once it gets open, even though they close it and so, it gets flat over the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that takes at least a couple days to finish.
Yeah, let's try that kick. And also,
would that one go good with? Oh, I'm sorry.
well, because you never tried this before, I'm just gonna give you by itself so you could know how it tastes like. Because apparently this is like a, oh man, it's like a,
Oh, that's helpful.
yeah, my bad.
We'll have to have a little
You
bit.
want a little more? Yeah, it does, and so it's probably like the Zero Pepsi, but this one has a little more caffeine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one would go good with.
I would say Jameson, the cold brew. I would add with cold brew Jameson just to give it a caffeine because I've been seeing a lot of people lately mixing whiskey with coffee. But then I was at an Albertsons and a Stater Brothers. I'm like, oh man, like is that cold brew like coffee? Like you gotta try that.
Yeah. See, I'm more on board for this one personally.
Well, which one?
That's because I'm not a huge caffeine guy. The kick.
Ooh. Yeah, it's that same old Pepsi aftertaste and so. I'm gonna try a little bit of this.
Yeah, a lot of people don't care for Pepsi, but I think it's okay. You know.
Yeah, it depends on
Coke
what you're in the mood. What you're in the mood for, actually.
Right. Coke has too much of like a sharpness to it.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just putting mines as well. This is actually this is my first time this cold brew with kick. So let's see how this turns out. Oh, you wanna? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not right.
cups here.
Yeah. See here, like a few seconds. Try to mix it up. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Because I just gotta make sure I have the right amount. Because that's why I have to be cautious. Make sure that it's perfectly enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is the cold brew, but mixed with this.
Yes. See, let's mix it up. Let's mix it up.
Oh, see, I need the ice.
More ice?
No, I'm good with that.
Yeah. It's already cold outside.
Right, yeah. It is. Man, it's been freezing in the mornings.
Oh, tell me about it.
Like my heater broke in my car, so I'm just like I'm freezing my ass off and driving to
Oh
work.
man. All right. Yeah. Also, you might want to like also.
I need one of these to warm me up, or any of the Jamesons.
Well, I don't know about that, but the reason I got the regular here, it's because okay, I never tried this with cold brew. Oh yeah, if you want, you could rinse yourself off to concentrate more on the.
Oh, the flavor.
Yes, we'll do the same thing.
A little palate cleanser.
Oh, all right. All right. No problem. All right. See here. There's that.
Alright, finish these.
Yeah.
Actually, did you want to try the whiskey one?
Oh yes, yes.
That way I'll try all of them and then we'll just finish them off.
Yep. So you know when? Oh crap. Less than that, right?
That's okay.
Okay. Yeah, because that one slipped out a little quick. 'Cause what's tricky is that you have to be careful how you're pouring it because depending on the amount you have in the bottle. But yeah. Put some lines. Oh. Oh, you finished?
Was I not supposed to?
Well, I was about to pour this one in
Oh,
actually
the
because
blue.
yeah.
I could just try it.
Yeah, yeah.
Still
Just like that.
a little bit in there too.
Oh man, you got a little flat.
It's strong, huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would.
It might have got a little flat because I didn't know because at the time I didn't know bottles couldn't resist themselves after never being open in the fridge or anything like that. I didn't know they could be that flat, but even though it's a little flat, it's still good with the mixed drinks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Jameson, it was.
Oh man.
It's
I
strong.
can tell it. Yeah,
It's
it's very,
strong,
it's
very
it was
strong.
strong. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Jameson.
Yep.
But the blue is good too. It's kind of has like an icy flavor.
Yeah. Yeah. But you want to like
Kind of get from.
one little drop of Jameson?
Yeah.
All right. Careful, yeah.
Small
Careful, yeah. Careful. Oh. There we go. Oh, that was good. That was good.
Yeah. Yeah, it tastes
Yeah.
like an icy from
Yeah.
7-Eleven.
Yeah. You also you're able to like talk a little more louder, so like the camera has a good hearing recording. Yeah,
Oh,
that's my bad
you're
about
gonna
the.
edit.
No. Like, cause my bad about the mics and
Oh, the
stuff.
mic- yeah,
Because I've been having issues with my Bluetooth wireless mics, so I'm gonna have to talk a
Oh,
little.
yeah,
louder.
talk a little louder.
You have to talk a bit louder, but yeah.
Yeah, because the mic I have, it's one of those stands. It's
Oh, stands, huh?
has a small little stand
Oh.
to it, and you hook it up to a laptop. It's meant for for Zooms or
Oh, I see.
yeah, like a podcast on the computer.
Oh, right. It's good to know.
Yeah, which is something I've been thinking about doing podcasts as well. You know, everyone's
Yep.
does podcasts and it's easy access.
So, which out of these mixed drinks, which ones did you like so far?
Despite being just a small drop, I actually really like the Jameson
Oh, I mean, like,
with the Pepsi Blue.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite. For single drinks, I actually really like the Pepsi Kick.
Mm.
That one I would just get as a soda.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
And not surprisingly, probably the microbrew, the coffee one.
Oh yeah.
Probably last. I mean, there's people who like coffee and
Oh, yeah.
they'll love that.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm just not. And my
Yeah.
sister would probably really like that.
Yep.
You know, it's good for holiday, kind of a holiday theme.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
You know.
That too.
It has that cinnamon in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would include that for any holiday party,
All right.
stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, because I'm my fair share of favorite of cinnamon whiskeys, but I could save that. But we could save that for a different video and so. It's because there's different drinks that I've tried so far, and there's still some that I haven't thought of mixing it with blood because it's pretty. Well, you could mix anything with anything when it comes to drinks, but you have to pick the right texture and taste that will give a good mix in it.
Oh. Yeah, how do you feel about like eggnog? The
I
spiced eggnog.
I never really tried that as a matter of fact. I also tried eggnog ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
That one I did like it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again with the cinnamon thing, eggnog just I used to like it. I'm just not big
Yeah.
on that. But it's a kind of like a staple for the holidays, like eggnog.
Yeah.
I like spiked punch. That's my go-to.
All right. Yep. You wanted to try this one or
Yeah. That's so
dark
that's
berry?
dark berry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know what the difference between that and
And the regular Dr. Pepper.
the blue one. Yeah.
Oh,
I've had
that.
this one before because they just they repackaged this one.
Yep.
This one's the
Dark berry Dr.
yeah,
Pepper.
it's like a for
Does
the
it mean
Jurassic
yeah,
Park.
yeah.
You can.
Does it mean no one?
That's fine.
Oh, that's good. All right. We'll try some as well.
Because the blue one was very fruity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one has like more of a soda taste.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It's more carbonated.
Yeah. Which do you think it'll go better with? Regular Jameson or cold brew?
I'll probably go with the Jameson on that one.
Regular Jameson?
Yeah.
Oh, which one's your Dr. Pepper?
I have all these replace cups.
Yeah.
But how do you only have 2 cups?
Oh, right. Yeah, should it?
I'm gonna have a little bit.
Yeah, right. So first time, dark berry Dr. Pepper with Jameson.
Yeah, that has a good.
Oh hey, that's not that bad.
No, not bad at all. It has a good aftertaste to it.
Yeah, like I say right now, I think if I use the Cobra, it'll be too much for this one.
It overpowers it, yeah.
Yep.
And I do like this more than the Pepsi Blue.
Yep. Yeah, because like Dr. Pepper's one of my other top favorites and so, but yeah, like I've tried. Well, I haven't tried every soda just yet because there's a lot more sodas that are not commonly here. It's like by regions.
Oh really? What do you mean like regions?
Yeah, like you ever seen a Big Red?
Big Red. That sounds familiar.
It's some red soda, but it's from a Dr. Pepper brand, but you don't see it as much in California because I took a road trip to San Antonio and Cactus Cooler. It's not
called something different.
Well, not exactly. It just doesn't exist.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a West Coast thing, like a California, Nevada, Arizona.
Like
Looks
in
like
and out kind of thing. It's
yeah.
like,
But even though it's the same brand from the Dr. Pepper, but it's just still weird that it's not common in certain regions. Once I passed the Arizona, there's no Cactus Cooler whatsoever in any gas station or or any grocery stores.
past Texas and like.
Well, past Arizona.
Oh, Arizona, really? Wow.
Yeah, but what blew my mind is that I was I was filling up some gas, and once I was already past the state line, like once I got inside to Texas, I started to see some glass bottles of Dr. Pepper, and I'm like, what?
But they don't have glass bottles here.
Not as commonly as much, like.
As Coke or something.
Yeah, they still have glass bottles of Coke over there, but the other option in glass bottles was Dr. Pepper, so I saw them in almost every Chevron gas station when I was driving on Interstate 10.
So like that's because the glass bottles are supposed to taste better,
It holds on the gas like very well.
Mm-hmm.
It holds on the gas.
That's the same for Dr. Pepper as well.
Any soda, like any carbonated drink, like holds on their gas with the glass bottles.
Oh really? Wow. I would really like to try like a Fanta orange with the glass bottle.
Oh yeah.
I know they make. I have seen those before.
Yeah. Have you seen the glass bottle of Crush?
No.
Unfortunately, only have displays, but for another video, I could bring that glass bottle of Crush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen those in some stores, like in some candy stores, they happen to have it. And I went to this diner one time called Apple Pan over there in Westwood.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Crush in glass bottle.
Oh wow! In Westwood? How far?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, it's like
Next to Beverly Hills.
like right next to Beverly Hills.
Oh, okay.
Next to Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's like Glendale kind of area.
A little more north, but
Well,
right next to Beverly Hills. Like even though it gets full, but that diner is amazing, man. It's like amazing burgers, amazing fries. It's actually my favorite spot for banana pies, actually.
Oh, banana pie, really? Wow.
Yeah, it's
Banana pies are good. That's one of my favorite
one
pies.
day
I'll show you where like we can go over there like soon so I can show you myself. And the thing is like that restaurant's old. I don't know how old is it, but it's like very very old fashioned.
Yeah, there's a lot of like old diners.
Some diners are old school, but some are just looks. Some really taste good. So
Right.
I've been to some that were not that it was okay, but nothing that special.
Not special, yeah.
But I've been to, but the only one that was very tasty and good was the Apple Pan.
Apple pie, okay.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I like those kind of diners. Like,
Yeah.
It's I don't know, it's like my comfort, like my go-to.
Yeah, and the thing is, because my dad took me there as a child one time, like when I started working, I didn't know nothing about Polly's pies.
Yeah, that's the other.
And once I tried it, I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, but
No, it didn't make the standard.
no, because once you take a bite on that banana pie from the apple pan, it's a top game changer. Like
Really?
the thing is, most banana pies are like mashed up, but these guys, it's like
Sliced,
chopped.
fresh.
Yes, like perfectly sliced and crispy pie crust and so.
Oh, see, that's important. Crispy.
No, and I mean like dark crispy. Like
Yeah,
it was
break
right
apart.
touchy. Yeah, just like, but what's interesting that when I went there, what got my attention is that they happen to have glass bottles of Crush when I went there a few times. So then I started finding some places, and in some certain areas, if you're lucky, it's especially like historical or certain candy stores, they happen to have glass bottles of Crush, but they're not everywhere like here.
Yeah, there was one place in Irvine, the Irvine Spectrum, I want to say. It was over there in the near the block. What is it called now? The outlets. Something like
Outlets?
that? Yeah, outlets of Orange. There was a candy shop there. They had I think they had a few Crush bottles. Glass ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was you gotta check out that the pie place because
Yeah, I could drive you over there as well, because like the place is, well, what's annoying is, well, nobody likes traffic, but there's traffic on that area, but
Of course.
it's worth, but eating there, like, but having a meal there, or not like a meal, like just to get some burgers and fries, it's worth it, like very, very worth it.
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to say it's mom and pop stores, but it's like not the chain restaurants, but like the individual ones.
Yeah.
Those are the go-to places. Those are good. There's if you want to go more local, there's a place on Catella. It's the Pie Company. That's what it's called. The Pie Company.
Oh
They have
wow.
really good pies. I haven't tried the other place, so I don't know where it stands, but yeah, they have good ones. Steak sandwiches too.
Oh wow.
That's kind of what
Yeah.
I know them for.
Because when it comes to sodas, like everybody knows that either mix them or have a meal on the side, and so that's what it is. But then I keep seeing this short video on YouTube that keeps going viral like crazy. Like there's this diner in New York. They make the soda like early 1900s style, as in, like, you know how nowadays we can just get our cup and pour them in the like and just push the button and we get them in our cups.
Yeah, how they do it in the
But that restaurant that I saw in New York on this YouTube short, they get this cup and they hand press the pumps on the syrup.
The syrup.
Yeah, of Coca-Cola, and then puts this seltzer water and mixes up with this spoon.
Is that all that soda is technically?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
That's
but the thing is, like, you can use club soda, but unfortunately with the restaurants, they need to have like this type of seltzer water, so it holds on the gas a little longer than club soda.
Oh wow. That's the main ingredients, the two.
Yeah, but it's probably one of the only restaurants that's been doing that the old-fashioned way, because it's like, and that restaurant over there in New York, it's a third-generation owner, so that restaurant is still themed up like old-fashioned.
Yeah.
But it's not. But the popularity has never left or anything like that.
Wow. Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
I always thought they just took the syrup or whatever ingredients and they just used like a butter churner back in the
Yeah.
1800s.
Oh yeah, but speaking of 1800s, most of these sodas they all started in the 1800s.
Right.
Yeah, like.
Oh, Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The origin for that.
But if you look here, says right here, okay, not Jack Berry, but Dr. Pepper in general, says right here, 1885. While a year later, well, Coca-Cola came out, and then
Oh, really?
years later, Pepsi came out. But the crazy thing about it is that all these guys, they're like completely different regions.
Really?
Yeah, so Waco, Texas, I believe that's Atlanta, Georgia, and New Bern, North Carolina.
Oh, wow. So all of it was North America, though?
Oh yes.
Really?
Except for Fanta, Sprite, and what's the other one called? Obviously the Jarritos, but that's a different video right there. But
Right.
but most of the sodas that everybody knows from Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, it's all North America. But Fanta, on the other hand, that's a complete story. It's just when one brand has an access from a different region, they buy the brand and then they decided to bring them over here and sell them.
Oh, interesting.
And
I've tried those, the Jarrito ones, and that's
but it's probably one of the only brand that's that didn't really need an American company to bring them over. They decided to just to try to sell them in here, and
they took off.
yep.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yep.
I tried it. They are strong. Those are.
Yeah. If you look at the back here, let's see here. Oh yeah. Speaking of Crush, you can see right there. I have my glass bottle of Crush. Oh, right next to the RC. Right next to the RC. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Kenya.
RC, how's that? Because that's like an old school one, isn't it?
Yeah. You want to try that? Well, obviously not from there, but I do have a can in the fridge.
I found my stick with.
All right.
Still
Yeah.
gotta have
We'll
this
see that.
Samuel Adams.
Oh, yeah.
That's-
Oh yeah, that's right.
You want to try that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Which one you want to try?
I've tried this one before. It's rich in spice. It's not too bad. I haven't tried the winter lager.
We
Which
could
one,
try the winter. We could try the winter lager in this case.
Yeah, we could split it or something.
Mm-hmm. So we got the cups.
One of each.
Oh.
I got a bottle of everything.
Yeah. It's alright, it's alright. Yeah, it's a little.
Just edit that out.
Yeah. As soon as this channel grows even more, I will do a video to the museum. So I would plan a road trip to visit the museums of the soda companies. Because as of right now, right here.
And you edit these parts too. Huh?
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Look at this.
See, I'm not good at pouring either.
No. Because well, it doesn't matter if it's all bubbly, so it's because there's two ways of pouring it. But the thing is, the way how you poured it, it's good to do it like that because if you pour it the other way, this
Like diagonal.
no, but this bubble stuff or this fizz would active it would activate inside you. So if you do this as of right now, you're not gonna have that bubbly right inside you.
Like gas.
Yes, exactly. Because if you did this as how you did to my cup, it's pretty deep. It's good that way because it's not gonna affect like that once it gets in you.
Okay. Yeah, that gas go.
Oh, it's looking for the cup.
Yeah.
Oh no,
What
yes.
is it?
Oh yeah, you can pour yourself
I
now.
don't want to clean up.
You can pour yourself now.
Break your guys' table.
That's alright.
This one still got three glasses.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, if you're a bartender, you would tip the
Well,
glass.
there's two. Yeah, they do that for looks, but what they don't know is that that means it's not gonna happen once you go in. It gets in you.
Mm. Yeah, but people want to start drinking right away, so I imagine that's.
No, but I have my ways as well. So cheers.
Yeah.
I can drink it like this.
Oh, there's something about the foam that's.
Whoa.
I like a little bit of foam at the top.
Yeah, I could agree on that.
What's your go-to like bar snack?
Oh my goodness.
Pretzels or.
Oh, when it comes to bars, pretzels are good, but for some reason,
It's salty. So
no, not that. It's just I'm mostly attached to mozzarella sticks, buffalo wings, and fries.
Oh, so you go all out on the
Yeah, or that special bowl. There's a special plate they have at Buffalo Wild Wings. You get your quesadilla, your grilled cheese, or your mozzarella sticks. I could go for that.
Yeah, the whole appetizer platter.
And fries on the side.
Oh, okay. The
Yeah.
seasoned fries?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, totally.
Those are good. Yeah. Yeah, there's certain places, I want to say like the ambiance of those places, they're, makes me want to drink the beer. You
Yeah.
know? I think ambiance is a good part to it, a very important part, because without that, I don't know, you get this craving and of like, oh, that's a cold beer, you know.
More louder.
Louder?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you get these, you have these places with the ambiance. It helps with the drinks, you know. Like the cold beer at Buffalo Wild Wings, like you said, I've gotten that craving.
Oh, and speaking of bars, another thing, I always get draft.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
draft ones?
yeah, always, because I can get bottles in the stores, so there's no need for that. But I know some bars don't have that. If they don't have that, I'll just get any bottle available. But if they have the draft, I would get those. And my most favorite beers on the draft so far are the Blue Moons.
Oh, yeah, Blue Moons are good. I don't know if that was my first beer or not, but those were the ones I had when I first was trying out beer, you know.
Yeah.
Because it comes with an orange most of the time. So I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
wow, an orange.
Yeah, and you were surprised. I know a lot of people, even though not even youngsters like us, like already in their 30s, 40s, never tried a Blue Moon on the draft.
Oh, really? They just ordered a bottle?
Either a bottle or a bottle of Bud Light.
Oh, see, I can't do Bud Lights or Coors Light. None of the lights.
I know.
Just, it's just not for me, you know. I think if you want to get past that beer taste, you know, it's kind of like a stepping stone just to have Bud Light or Bud. I actually don't mind Budweiser, but
No, I don't either. But because I know because of the region I was grew up and raised, not everybody drinks Budweiser.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I remember years ago when I started drinking beer, I told these friends to, all right, then just give me a Budweiser. But instead of giving me a Budweiser, I ended up with a 6-pack of Bud Light. And I'm like, oh, you said a Budweiser, not a Bud Light. They're like, what's the difference? I'm like,
Drink 3 of those and it'll be a Budweiser.
Yeah. Yeah, like, was a little annoyed that day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. What do you think of Mango Cart?
I don't remember tried. I think I tried it once before. It's pretty good so far.
I think it's like a good middle ground for people who really like White Claws.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that.
And for the record, it took me a while to get used to those drinks because when I took a sip, I'm like, what the fuck is screw this. So I went back to the fridge and got another bottle of beer. But I don't drink those seltzers in general. But if I do, I try to find another one that's more accurate than a White Claw, because
yeah. Well, there's Bud. Talking about Bud Lights, they have the the Bud Light. Was it Truly or something?
Yeah, I've been seeing those. Yeah, Bud Lights have seltzers, and what else? But yeah, there's the White Claw and the Trulies, and these other brands too, but they're not mentioned yet. But at one point, Coors did try to sell their seltzers, but unfortunately, they've gotten discontinued because of a flat sales. So the sales didn't work out. People. No, Coors Seltzer.
Oh, of course. Okay.
Coors used to have seltzers.
Oh, so I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, they used to sell them at our old jobs, and so I was the only one getting it, and everyone was like, "How can you get a White Claw? It tastes better."
Yeah, I always thought Truly's tasted better. I know they technically have more sugar in them.
Then of course they got discontinued, but the good thing about it is that with Coors Seltzers, there's only one country that did love them, and it's still and they still make them up to this day.
Oh, really? Which one's that?
Canada.
Yeah, I was guessing it was Canada. I was gonna say Canada, but I thought oh no wait, it's Canada.
Yeah.
I was literally thinking that though.
Yeah, and I've been putting on, and I follow their Instagram page in Canada because I was like, no worries, once I take that trip, I'm gonna drink some Coors Seltzers because they got discontinued here. So
There's a road trip right there.
Oh.
There's a road trip right there.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Get yourself
I
some.
go to Vancouver, British Columbia, or maybe those interstates, or Providence, how they say it up there.
I don't know what it is. Providence.
Yeah, they call it Providence for some reason. They don't call it states.
Oh, okay. So that's because there's Providence like Rhode Island, but that's an actual county.
Yeah.
And then Providence is up there is their state.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but yeah.
Alright.
Yes. What other beers or sodas have you tried, or liquor?
Just in general.
Yeah.
Well, Blue Moons. I went from that to Shop Top, and then probably after that Pacificos.
Oh wow.
That's kind of like my evolution of beers.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not surprisingly I'm not a huge ale or lager guy. That's why like these ones are pretty good. I took a risk on that.
Yeah.
But they were Christmas themed, so I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I was guessing maybe some of them would be like cinnamon.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be this good. I tried it before, but it was alright. But when I buy it again, not really much.
Right. Yeah, it's a seasonal thing.
Yeah, like Sam Mounds is known for promoting seasonal stuff, but not like regular basis.
Oh,
But
really?
when it comes to beers in general, just to draw myself to drink, I either get a Coors Banquet, like the regular Coors, or the Miller Genuine Draft.
Yeah, I always get like a pint or something.
Or if I'm on a low budget, I do get one beer that's still at a good price for if you're on a low budget. Pabst Blue Ribbon.
It's been a while since I've had that. I know that's like the quote unquote like NASCAR.
Well, but if you look at those price tags, yeah, it is good. But if you look at the price tags, it's the cheapest beer of all the other beers.
Yeah.
It's like the cheapest.
Well, Rolling Rock, but that's
Yeah, but let's just say I didn't really like that one much, so I'm like, no, give me a Pabst.
Yeah, I'd take a Pabst any day compared to a Rolling Rock.
Yeah, another interesting thing, even though I see them in cans, but when I also took the road trip, I saw them in glass bottles outside of the outskirts from LA County and Orange County. I found glass bottles of Pabst, and I'm like, what?
Really?
Now, I know they exist in certain regions, but I just haven't found them in this particular region of Southern California. Maybe San Diego, but I haven't looked carefully as much. So because I've been to Lakewood area, Downey, Long Beach, and so I haven't found the glass bottles of Pabst Blue Ribbon, but I saw them when I was on a road trip. So like once I was driving, filling up my tank before I reached to the what's that motel? Oh yeah, Best Western. I got me some Pabst Blue Ribbon, and of course I cooled them up because I got a bowl of ice just to cool it up a bit. Then I started drinking it. It's like jeez, man. It's like.
Was it good compared to the can?
Oh yes, totally.
Okay. It's that the air thing you were talking
Yeah.
about. So what happens with that? It traps the.
Yeah, it traps the air, the gas. It stays put because it's like compressed. It's like it's not gonna be loose. But with cans, on the other hand, it's once you open these guys, it's already loosened up, and so.
Yeah. Also, I imagine it has to do with the material. Like aluminum cans.
Food,
Glass.
definitely.
This better quality, I guess, with glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like when you say like, oh, I'm drinking out of an aluminum can, it's kind of like, oh, that aluminum taste. People talk about that. So that's cool. Where were you on this road trip?
I drove from here to San Antonio, Texas.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
Right to San Antonio.
Heartland, yeah. Huh. Yeah, they always have. They do have different things, like
Oh, it's
Carl's
totally.
Jr. versus
Okay.
Hardee's,
About that, it starts once you pass Texas, actually, because get this, in Texas, they're still under Carl's Jr. You have to pass Texas going east. Like, okay, not leave Texas going west, but once you go east, across the next state, like any state next to Texas, it's already a Hardee's. So if you're like close to the Louisiana state, you could technically drive to Louisiana to go to Hardee's
Really?
and come back home to Texas.
The Texas Carl's Jr. line.
Yeah, so like from Louisiana to Oklahoma and any of those states above going east,
Mm-hmm.
all Hardee's.
Really? Wow. You got Texas here. You got the Carolinas.
But those are close states, so that one's like the end of the line right there.
Mm.
So those other states, it's all Hardee's, and the same goes for Rallies and Checkers.
Oh, okay, Checkers. There is a Checkers.
Well, here Rallies, but if you're like in southeast,
they have checkered, signs.
Yes. I know they say we're both, but once you're like after hitting Louisiana in those southern east, but like on the southern part, it's all under Checkers. But unfortunately, east north still has them under Rallies.
Oh, really? That's kind of funny. But they're all the same.
Yeah, same franchise. Yeah, but like it's actually one of my favorite cheap fast food chains because it's like nowadays with inflation, the cheapest you could go for is Rallies.
Right. Yeah. Everything. It's not as cheap anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. They have hush puppies. Hush puppies. Cornmeal.
I don't think I ever heard of that.
No, really. Okay. Yeah. There's when I went to Tennessee, I went to the cookout. That's their In-N-Out.
All right.
And they had hush puppies and speaking of banana pie, they had banana pie smoothies or milkshakes. And that's those are really good. Those are really good. And yeah, the hush puppies are like cornmeal. I don't even know if they have meat inside them. I don't think so. But they're like it's a cornmeal nugget.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it's like southern food, comfort food. And that's really good. Yeah, it only exists in like a couple states too over there.
Oh wow. But yeah, like there's a lot more to do on the next road trip. It's just because I took a week vacation of work, so I was like, I had a good amount of money saved, and I'm like, the heck with it, so I'm gonna check it out.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
So, and for the record, that was my first time taking the 10 to that point.
Oh really?
I never passed the 10 like that. When I take the 10, I just go to Moreno Valley or the San Bernardino County.
Oh,
But I never passed San Bernardino like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone to Vegas, but that's taking the 15. But in this case,
With
the whole 10.
Yeah.
The whole 10.
Wow. Yeah, to Texas. I've been to Texas once, and I don't.
What I found interesting, even though I never thought of recording it before at one point, but if I get the chance to record it, my first stop where I spent the nights was in this town called Wilcox in Arizona. It's already passing Tucson. When I stopped there, I saw this big Pizza Hut, but what blew my mind is that it had buffet hours.
Was it?
Yeah, buffet hours.
What's buffet now?
Or buffet.
Buffet?
Yeah,
They had a buffet?
just like in Shakey's, and I'm like, what the hell?
I've never been to Shakey's, so it's...
Oh, never?
No. Mm-mm.
They go there from 12 before 2, because it's all you could eat, bunch of lunch, but it's just, when I went to that Pizza Hut, I'm like, okay, I never seen this, because the Pizza Huts that we know, it's like order, pick up, or let them deliver to you, like,
Right.
you rarely see dine-in Pizza Huts, but when I was in Wilcox, I was like, what the hell?
I remember there used to be dine-in Pizza Huts.
Yeah,
I do remember
there's
that.
one, but no buffet hours, just order with family and so, not even a salad bar.
Really?
Over there they did have a salad bar, by the way, even though it's in Arizona, so I'm like, what the hell? Because, everybody knows, like, California loves their salads, but Arizona was like, what the? Oh, and here's what gets interesting. I went to that town, the only grocery store in that town was a Safeway, and when I saw the Safeway, I'm like, well, I'll check it out then to see what exclusive sodas that they have there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh wow, like they had Mountain Dew voltage in a can, like 12-pack cans. You know the blue Mountain Dew?
Okay.
They have those in 12-pack cans, and I was like, what the hell? I'm taking this with me. But then they didn't just end there. Then when I checked out, I put our numbers, and you know how they say your employees and so.
Mm-hmm.
The lady was like, "Hey, what store are you from?" Oh,
She thought you worked there.
Well, obviously, well, no, like, well, she thought I worked in somewhere in the States, but not outside of Arizona, because it said employee, and I'm like, hey, what store you're from? I'm like, oh no, I'm very far. How far can it be? California.
Well, you were in Arizona.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
that's not
really,
too far.
like-
That's right next door.
Well, yes and no, but for them, it's like, we took all the way here. Like, she freaked out, and it's like, oh, we're not just anywhere in California, like Long Beach, California. I'm like, Long Beach!
Oh, you're right next to the beach.
Yeah.
20 minutes from.
But then she said, well, but if you want peace and quiet, you're welcome to work here and live in this town.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's strange that you're in this small town and the only grocery store it's literally Safeway.
Yeah, well, a lot of those little towns there's.
Well, not all small towns have Albertsons brand stores. Most of them I saw were Walmarts, but for that town in Arizona was literally a Safeway. Like, I've never seen a small town that only has a Albertsons grocery store chain in a small town. So I was like, what?
Really? Yeah. Usually they're warehouses, aren't they? Like a Costco or a Winco or something.
Yeah. You wanna try the other one too, or what?
Oh, this one?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's try this.
Yeah.
That's the last one you got here.
Yep. You know, despite the fact I tried to apply myself numerous times to work for Pepsi as a sales rep or a merchandiser, and didn't really got the jobs, but I've had comments saying that, like, not so much. How come you're not working with us? Well, they don't let me in.
Did you send like one of these videos?
Oh yes, but apparently, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, it's good. Yep.
Well, sales rep is good. Getting into sales, it's actually a good.
Oh, and
Profitable
speaking
way,
of PepsiCo, in some regions, Pepsi distributes this
Oh, dark berry.
Dr. Pepper. No, my bad. I know it's dark berry flavor, but the brand Dr. Pepper.
I was gonna say it's like dark pepper, and I was like, well, they should name it that.
But
Pepper.
now get this. Just for another record, this is its own brand under Keurig Dr. Pepper, but the thing is, Coke just distributes it here, but when you go to the East Coast, it's distributed by Pepsi, and the reason why, because Coke has another soda that they never bother of releasing it here. You ever heard of Pibb Extra or Mr. Pibb?
Oh, and Mr. Pibb. I'll be honest. I would take Mr. Pibb over Dr. Pepper and Coke. But only a certain places have it.
I know, yeah, because I've been seeing other YouTubers comparing it, and it's like, it seems like, and when I saw them, I'm like, well, these guys never been to California, because they don't know how not big difference, but just a little difference how things are, because here in California, if you want a Mr. Pibb or Pibb Extra, if you're lucky, maybe some movie theaters, I don't know which one, but some of the movie theaters have it, but the one where you're definitely gonna have it at is in Rallies.
Rallies. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and that's the one we have here.
Any rallies in general, because let's just say Signal Hill wasn't the only rallies I've been to, because I've been to Huntington Park, a few, I think one by heading to El Segundo,
That's good.
another one maybe close to the downtown LA area. They all have Mr. Pibb. Oh, and that's right, even one in San Diego too. Well, and here's a funny story. Because I bring, sometimes I would cross borders to bring my import, like Mexican drinks. There were times that I would take rallies to my families down there in the Mexico region. Because the thing is, not all fast foods are worldwide. Like Jack in the Box and rallies, they're not worldwide. So
they're not in
No.
other countries.
no.
Well, I mean, they're not missing much.
So, but when I took it, they're like, oh hey, this is pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's a lot of crazy, I get crazy requests when I'm driving them down in Rosarito. They're like, hey, hey, give me some sourdough jack in the box. Like, hey, give me Rallies, or hey, give me those filet-o-fish from McDonald's. Well, they do have McDonald's, but they don't have those filet-o-fish over there.
Oh, really? Yeah, they have. It depends on the region and the place.
Yeah.
They have different things like.
Yeah.
Well, there's some crazy stuff like they had mixed spaghetti.
That's in the Philippines, but they don't have them here. But over there, it's like there's no Rallies and there's no Jack in the Box in Mexico. So
Really?
no same goes for now, by the way, obviously, because they're very strict with their quality. I would, from any of those three chains, I would bring a big order and take them down to Rosarito. And luckily, the distance, I go to the nearest one where it's close to the borderline. So I would pull up there, get a big order, and make sure it doesn't get cold, and take them directly to my aunt's house where everybody meets and gets their fast food meals nice and fresh.
Nice.
It's just crazy, man. But it's just a little crazy. But what they do have over there, obviously, there's a McDonald's, there's a Burger King, there's even a Carl's Jr. So.
Yeah, but then they have their own
But
restaurants.
what blew my mind even more is that they even have a Dairy Queen's. I'm like, what?
A Dairy Queen. Yeah, I haven't been to a Dairy Queen's in a while. My family used to go there quite a bit, and yeah, I never had a burger there. It's one of those things where it's like, it's known for its ice cream, so I'm not really keen on getting a burger at an ice cream place.
Yeah, I know. Same. I would agree on that. But
the ice cream is good. I like the the dipped cones and all that.
Yeah. But yeah, so like it is what it is. Oh, and another thing, when it comes to liquor, obviously tequila is cheap as Jack Daniels if you're in Mexico, obviously, because liquor has like a different alcohol tax compared to the sodas. So you could get a can of soda for maybe about close to 30 or 50 cents for a can like this in Mexico by itself. But
is that pesos?
No. Well, converting the pesos to American currency, we're talking about 30 to 50 cents. It's because I'm on a certain region, the value is a little different. If you're like close north, we're talking about 50 to 60 cents a individual can.
So let's say,
but this same amount of cans, so bigger ones will be a little more than that.
So let's say I have like $1,
Yeah.
Like wait, what is that? 60 cents, right?
$1 would be like 19 pesos, but they could get you 2 bottles of soda from this amount.
For $1.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for this type of amount, but let's just say 60 cents a can about this type from, and I'm talking about the common brands like Coke or Pepsi. Well, over there, Dr. Pepper is cheaper than the other sodas. It's just like, let's just say Mexico's not a big fan of Dr. Pepper.
Oh no, they don't have that over there?
No, they do, but like in Mexico, they're not biggie on Dr. Pepper. It's all they all prefer either their colas or their fruit citrus sodas.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but
if I get like a Dr. Pepper there, would I get like weird
no, not that. Dr. Pepper's is not that big.
This
like
guy's
the only place you're gonna get a Dr. Pepper is that you literally have to go to a regular grocery store in Mexico. Like, in this case, I'll just say Baja California in general because I'm usually in the Rosarito region. But I've been to multiple stores. If you want a Dr. Pepper, if you're lucky, a random corner liquor store might have it. But in a regular cases, you really have to go to a grocery store to get your Dr. Pepper.
Okay, interesting. That's where I usually get it anyway, so it's
it's just like because obviously because we're Mexican descendant, everybody's like from Mexican descendants, it's like I'm not a fan of Dr. Pepper. It's like, it tastes like medicine.
Oh really?
That's the comment.
Well, that's where all of them
but they are
come from, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the taste for some reason, because it's dark grape, but from regular one, it's like, it tastes like medicine. So it's not it took a long process for Dr. Pepper to sell their soda in Mexico. So it's in a slowly pace, but in Mexico, Dr. Pepper will always be cheaper than a Coke or a Pepsi.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's my go-to anyway, so I'm,
Yeah.
I'm glad it is. But yeah, that is most sodas are like medicine. It used to be
Well,
medicine. Though.
Back in the early 1800s, yeah, it was all by pharmacists with medicines and so.
Yeah. Oh, that's why like Coke actually had Coke in it. I don't think that's just a rumor I had.
No, they
It
did.
was,
But then, yeah, so well, other sodas they didn't really have that type of bad drugs in it, but instead of making a medicine, they just created more sodas. But it's just crazy that like companies have a connection from a certain region. Like let me see here from behind my display. See here, okay. You see that soda next to the Crush, the Pena Fiel? Next to the Strawberry Crush.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Penny.
Yeah, Pena Fiel.
Penafiel.
Yeah. Now that soda right there, it's more of okay, get this, it may be Mexican brand, but it's owned by Keurig Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not coming here, but they own it over there in Mexico. So either comparison to either Fanta or other orange soda, that would be one of the options you get. It's because you have to go there to see it for yourself. Now this bottle right here, now that's an actual imported glass bottle of Coke. And when I mean import, like I literally drove all the way from Rosarito and brought the glass bottles. But all of this, Las Vegas Coca-Cola
really?
World.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah,
Those are
because
cool Sprite bottles. I like those.
yeah.
As a
Well,
nice
unfortunately,
design.
we're like yeah, exactly.
This one's kind of I want to say it's like old school almost. Like
Yeah.
I can see that being like.
If you look a little more on
70s,
top over
80s.
there, I got more Mexican bottles that I brought them all the way from brought them all the way from Mexico and eaten it. And unfortunately, for my brother's request, now that big glass bottle up there, it's a 1 liter glass bottle.
Wow, 1 liter. Dang. And that's something like it's kind of like mint condition. You're not gonna ever drink that. It's just.
Oh, and it was expensive too. Now get this, for any of those glass bottles, they would give it to you in a cup because it's extra to take the bottle. But even though it's extra, if you bring the bottle back for, let's just say, for a refill or a exchange, you get discounts.
Oh.
But not on every store. You have to go to the independent corner stores.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
I appreciate the beers you brought, and what do you think of these drinks so far?
Oh, these are good. Yeah. I think I'm still as a soda, like a
Yep.
just by itself. I think I'm sticking with the kick. I would definitely get that again.
Yeah. If you can't find your Dr. Pepper in Mexico, you can get yourself a kick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From Mexico.
If you're traveling in Mexico, I suggest you get that
Because they don't have it here.
correct.
Okay.
Well, there you have it, everybody. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe and have a notification go on. Put in the comments what mixdrinks you want me to try or what Mexican soda you want me to go buy in Mexico. Because yes, I would drive to Rosarito and come back to get the soda. So, to the next video and cheers and have a good night.
Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.